To Texas, no weather to speak of, sun out, roof open, yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At the 23-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's caught by Jackson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Running from the gun with Henry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Cowboys 0. Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, Try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Derrick Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brought down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
For the first time with Miles Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
They do go for it. It's Kaepernick looking deep for Julio. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
Julio Jones.
Touchdown.
79 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes this Washington 14. Cowboys nothing. Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because he had two drives with turnover. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 79 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. He was on the stop there defensively. Marcus May with the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Washington 14, Cowboys 7.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 mark. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes this Washington 21, Cowboys 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Cottrell. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
He was brought.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, this is Geis. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line.
Earl Thomas in on the stop.
The play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They go play action now. Ryan. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Off to Geis on the screen. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
7-yard line.
To throw again is Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. All in all no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. Check 37, check 37. Oh, wait, he's got it.
Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So now on fourth down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Here's third and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On third and long, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
The keeper.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first and 10, here's Kaepernick. He's to the 10, and this is caught at the 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown,
Deshaun Jackson. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Makes this Washington.
Pull it good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 30.
They go play action with Ryan. Rolling to his left. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On first down, Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Returnable for Lockett.
It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Hilton. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Play action. Ryan. He's got Lockett. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyler Lockett. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise. To me, that's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Under 10, 10.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Right side caught by Jackson. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking deep for Hilton. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Ryan to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing again, Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 95 yards.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes this Washington 42. Cowboys 21.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Randy Bullock on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Bullock's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That's caught by Jackson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
38-yard line.
Kaepernick looking to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Matt Ryan now breaks the huddle. His guys will go for 2. From the gun, it's Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Miles Sanders.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he is all the way up past the 25.
The second down pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37.
Intercepted by Washington. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 36.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Flushed out right. This short throw caught by Goddard. And able to get this one across the 45 before Mr. Dave.